Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of April 16th through 22nd. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll pick up your own tarot cards and read along with me. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I'm providing. Okay? Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you, and here is a Prince of Cups. So, I don't know if that's going to be representing you, or if that's going to be representing maybe, another court card. It could be a water sign person in your life. No, I think now with these air cards, I think it's going to represent you, and there's something going on with an air sign person here. There's something definitely going on with that air sign person. Let's do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. And this is a card that we're not going to look at until the very end of the reading. We're going to leave it right over here. Hopefully that'll tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay. So I would appreciate it if you stuck around till the end to find out what that mystery card is. All right, Path of the Dove here. We've got some air, we've got some water, we've got some fire and a major. Over Path of the Serpent major, we've got some earth and some air. Okay, so it's a pretty decent balance of cards, though I'm not seeing very much water energy. We see the air here with these air sign people. I don't know who they are, but I feel like you are this Prince of Cups here in the middle. And I think you're the type of person that you usually wear your heart on your sleeve, you know? I feel like how you present yourself, your vibe, the emotions that you project, that you emote, I guess, that you project forward and display to people. That's really who you are. You're an authentic person. You're an authentic person. And I think it's something that's always meant a lot to you, because I feel like maybe when you were growing up, the people around you didn't really reveal their emotions too readily, you know. You could be from one of those families that really didn't talk about their feelings, didn't talk about their emotions, didn't talk about what was going on in here, you know. So I feel like that's very important to you, that authenticity, that when you feel something, it typically shows up on your face, you know. And you don't try to hide how you feel. I think that you're tempered. I think that you don't want to, express your emotions in such a way that you negatively impact other people. But I don't think you try to hide things either, okay? The Prince of Cups, it's a real striving for balance between internal and external. And not just with your emotions, but with your aspirations, with your creativity, your passions. What is it that you feel very strongly about? That you're trying to get your external world, you're trying to match your face, right, to what you're feeling inside. The expression you're making, or maybe it's a face of joy or of anticipation. You're trying to really match that outwardly. Okay. I think it's a little bit of a struggle this time around. Usually, I think it comes easy to you. I think that's something that you strive for, at least. Maybe it's not always easy. But again, because I think of childhood, because of the family we come from, it's important to us that we are authentic with our inner states. Not that we reveal every secret we have to everyone we meet on the street, but you try to at least be genuine. Genuine and authentic, I think, are the key words right now. But something is going on with this air sign person that's making it difficult for you to do that. Right? That somehow there is this issue here that is maybe causing some misunderstandings. Maybe there's just some kind of disharmony. You can't get things to really mesh. It just doesn't It's not fitting together right now. Okay? And I think it's an air sign person. I think it may be feminine energy, maybe a little bit older than you, but probably same age. Generally, right? Appear. I do think they're an air sign person. And I think that's a little bit of the issue here, is that they, how do I put this delicately? They may not be as concerned with authenticity as you are. Does that make sense? I'm trying to be subtle here. I feel like they have a persona that they're very much attached to, right? I feel like they feign emotion sometimes. You know, they feign authenticity or this genuineness, right? And I think that you're picking up on that. And there's nothing wrong with being that way. It's just maybe, you know, obviously they were raised differently by different people, I think. I don't think this is a sibling. Although it could be. There's no rule that says this cannot be a sibling. So we'll leave that open to interpretation. If you feel like this is talking about a sibling, then so be it. If this is talking about a friend, or maybe a romantic partner, a lover, a spouse, or something, that could work too. And the reason I say that there's no rule against it, we have this Lover's card at the very top, which we'll get to in a moment. But this air sign person, I almost feel like they're pretending, you know, like they're trying to wear their authentic person suit. And you can see that. Right? You can see that. But it doesn't mean that they are not being sincere. It doesn't mean that they're not truly a genuine person. They just don't know how to be any different, right? They don't know how to really be that authentic as I think you've learned. Or you're striving to learn. I think you're continually learning, right? But they don't quite have that skill or that ability yet. Okay. Now, in the recent past, we see a Knight of Swords. Now, this Knight of Swords seems like it's kind of swooping away from the situation. Did this person recently leave your life? This air sign person. I think we're talking about just one person. I feel like maybe they have recently left your life. Or there's some distance between the two of you now. Maybe they went on a trip. Maybe you guys broke up. Maybe they moved away. Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like there's distance. Not only physical distance, but a communication distance as well. You know? And I feel like that was something relatively recently, maybe just a few months or a few weeks even. Thinking either 3 weeks or 3 months ago, I think that person left your life. And I don't think it was an argument and they just said, I'm leaving. I think it was that they got pulled away by something else, maybe work, maybe their own relationships, maybe just their own life and whatever. So that's why I'm not too sure that this is a romantic thing. Although it could be. Could be they're away on business or something. But I feel like this space now that's between the two of you is giving you more room to think, to feel, right? To kind of analyze this stuff a little bit. You're trying to really see if what's outside is matching what's inside. Try to see if if you're in harmony with yourself, you know? And let's go to the top here. Top of the path of the dove, the lover's energy. This is someone that you have a very close relationship with, or you have had a close relationship with. This doesn't mean it's a romantic thing. The lovers, it's always, it's a new relationship coming in. You're looking for a new relationship. You want to get away from this air sign person and you want to be with somebody new. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know. It's within the realm of possibility. But this card's going beyond that. This card's saying that, look, you do want closeness. If this is a lover, a friend, a family member, a coworker, Doesn't matter. You want closeness with this person. And I guess if you can't be close with that person, then yeah, maybe you'll go find someone that you can be close with. But that's not what this card is predicting or trying to say definitively about you or your life, okay? The tarot doesn't do that. And I don't think we as tarot readers should do that either, but sometimes we do. You know, sometimes the energies from the cards are just undeniable. You know, and I've said it before, look, this person's gone, you need to move on. Because sometimes it's just that blatant. But in this case, I don't know. I don't feel like this was an argument. I don't feel like this was a break or a split or just kind of an angry I'm leaving. I feel like they've gotten pulled away by something else. Could be work, could be their own family or whatever. But there's distance now. And the distance is really, it's, you know, kind of absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? And you're realizing that you do want this closeness, and maybe you're considering, can I be close with that person, right? Are they going to eventually learn how to meet me on this more authentic level, more genuine level, this kind of water level that you're on? What I do find interesting, though, and I'm going to try to answer that question for you, are they the person that can mesh with you? Because right now there's this kind of block, it's just not fitting together. I think it can, and I'll tell you why. The Prince of Cups is the air of the water, right? The air of the water. Water on the outside, the air is in there, okay? The Queen of Swords is the exact inverse of that. It is the water of the air. It's air on the outside, but water on the inside. The two of you are like the Tai Chi, the yin-yang symbol, you know, with it's the dark and the light water droplets, or the fish that are chasing each other. You know that symbol. Each one contains the essence of the other. It's the anima and the animus too, in Jungian psychology. It's we contain the archetype of the kind of opposite within us. And I think that's why the two of you really are a good match, right? But it's going to be a little bit confusing. It's going to take a little bit of work. It's going to be difficult to get these pieces to fit together. But once they do, once you unlock that, I think it's going to be really magical. And I know that you want that. You want the harmony. And even in this card, there's the two opposites, old and young, dark and light. These are the two opposites. This is yin and yang that are marrying together, fusing together, right? It's an alchemical process, right? You have to bring out that in them. They bring out that in you, or activate that, you know, whatever. So I think it is possible, and I think that this is a match that could really work. Okay, but I think it's about that alchemy, though. I think it's about that yin yang, about that finding the way that these puzzle pieces go together. Because I think once they do, that like unlocks the magical door, you know. So that's why I think it works. But I think you are questioning if this is the person that you can be close with, if this can be one of those things. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It may be, you know, one moment it feels like it is, the next moment maybe not. I think it can be a romance, even between friends, between family members, between, you know, coworkers even. It doesn't have to be like a sexual relationship, you know what I mean? I think with the romance, it's about those opposites coming together and just finding the way that it fits, finding the way it clicks together, okay? And that's how I understand romance, not in a necessarily sexual way. So anyway, down beneath everything, we've got a Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands, these are principles in your life that I think you're really not going to budge on. These are foundational concepts to you. These are the things that are so meaningful to you that it's like, you know, in Parks and Rec show, it's the oh no nos, right? If your person, your friend, your coworker, your family member, anybody that is trying to get close to you, if they don't have these three things, or they violate these 3 principles of yours, or they cross these 3 boundaries, or they don't also hold these 3 ideals or morals, oh no, no, it's done. Right? These are the things you won't budge on. And I don't know what they are, honestly. You know, this could be different things for different people. But you're very adamant about these. And I think authenticity, I think genuineness is one of them. And I think that's why this is so important to you. Again, because of the childhood stuff, and it's become a real core principle for you. Okay? So I think we've got a lot that we're working on right now, but interestingly, again, if you look at the overhead, we see these nice blues and yellows, mellow colors, and then we see this red, just red hot, really bright active colors going here. It kind of looks like an arrow, right, pointing us forward. And I like that, because we have a lot of this kind of the opposites, but the mixture of the opposites, right? We have here the blues and the purples, but we have the yellows and greens and stuff too, right? And then in the future here, we see the red and the yellows and the oranges, but we also have some of the green and some of the blue too. So they're opposites, but they're blending together, right? They're blending together. And even in the vertical axis of the path of the dove, we see the same thing. I'll let you look at that for a minute. In the immediate future, or the way forward, I think once these puzzle pieces come together and we're blended together, we have this eon or judgment, rebirth, reawakening, hearing the trumpet call. It's time to get up, move on with life, right? We're being reborn, and let's get going, right? This is the party down Bourbon Street that we've been waiting for. And this is what is activated with these opposites coming together, blending together, the puzzle pieces fitting together, activates that doorway. This is the doorway. What's on the other side? Well, the path of the serpent, but also the rest of your life, right? A new era for you, a new level to your life, okay? And what I think is very interesting is that below this card, we see these 3 flames. Now, those 3 flames represent the letter Shin in the Hebrew alphabet, which means fire, or means tooth. But it represents fire and the flames, right? And that's what we have here with these 3 flames. So interesting that the future is going to be based on these same 3 principles that you hold on to. Your foundational core principles are going to remain intact. And that's another kind of symbol, another indication that this does have the potential to be the right match, the right combination of opposites, right? And again, it doesn't have to be sexual or romantic. I mean, it could be romantic. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a coworker. It could be, you know what I mean? I just don't want to limit it. Okay? I want to keep it open to the variables, because I think it's going to manifest differently. I think this is going to resonate differently for all of you. I do hope you have your tarot cards out and that you can see if the deck that you're using has the same kind of overlapping symbolism, perhaps, you know? So this is an amazing future. This, I think, not so much the way forward, but this is what is in front of you, okay? And I think it's really exciting, honestly. What we see on the path of the serpent now, we're going to get a little bit of a move on here. We're getting a little bit long in the tooth with this reading. The first card, general energy, is the 9 of Pentacles. This is you now, I think, in this new situation, with this new activated, oh, there goes the overhead camera. I think it got too hot. Unfortunately, there's not going to be an overhead for the rest of the reading, okay? But I think we can make do without it. There is a lot of work ahead of you, but I think once you're through with this blending, this puzzle coming together and activating and finding the answers, finding what the picture looks like when we put the puzzle together, there's going to be a lot of hard work but there's going to be a lot of building. So I feel like this is a person that you're going to be building with. Okay. This is the foundation for your home, family, career, your business, your projects. Maybe if you're post-career, right? If you're looking at retirement now, I'm jealous of you. But also this is, what are you going to be working on? What is your work? What is your daily toil going to be? Because you're not an idle person. You're going to be working on something, right? So this is, I think, really focusing on the building now, right? We've found the answers. We've put the puzzle together. Now we can start building up, okay? We've got a 2 of Swords here in the environment. I wonder if this person, because we have this air energy connection here, I wonder if this person and you, I wonder if this is going to be a dynamic where the two of you really challenge each other, in a friendly way, friendly kind of sword fighting, fencing with each other, I guess. Because I feel like you're both highly intelligent people. Just with the amount of air energy here and the way that this kind of alchemical process is coming together. I feel like the two of you are very intelligent, and I feel like you both appreciate this kind of mental jousting, this intellectual fencing, Challenge each other's beliefs so that you both can grow and understand. And I think that's a way to bring you both closer to get to the core of that authenticity, to really pierce that person's heart and your own, to get to the authentic self, is through conversation, is through not getting emotional, not getting offended if somebody doesn't agree with us, but using it as a way to really, really know each other, not judge, just to know, just to learn about them, right? So I think that's a really great opportunity that you have here for this. And then the next card, more work, all right? So there's a lot of work. You really, you've got plans. You've got big plans. This is, I think, the more of this building upwards, right? This is the 3 of Discs. And I think that it's a real commitment, probably on both sides, because I kind of feel like the two of you have fused into one stronger metal, you know what I mean, through that kind of alchemical process. I feel like this is one picture now. There's a lot of commitment to this work. I don't know if the two of you are doing a joint business or a joint project, some kind of organization, some kind of creative, artistic thing. But there's a lot of commitment, and it's something that's going to take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of time, a lot of energy. And it's really going to produce this growth, right? It's really going to kind of take off. The way I like to look at this card lately is this almost looks like a drone, with the 3 little fans at the bottom, and all of these fans have to be spinning at the same speed, the same RPMs, for this thing to lift off evenly, right, and not just flop over. So this is everything working in harmony. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going at the same speed. And this thing is really taking off. So whatever the two of you decide to do together, doing it together is the crux of it. Okay? And finally, we've got this Hermit energy. Again, if the two of you are fused together, you are two metals that have been fused together in the heat of the furnace, all right? A little office reference. Then this figure is not representing one of you turning away from the other. I think this is the two of you together, being hermits together, right? It's almost there's going to be the two of you against the world. Not in a negative way, but just like the two of you are an inseparable team, and there's nothing you can't accomplish. The Hermit energy is who is planting the seeds to grow this future, right? To build whatever we're building. And it's the Hermit that is out in the garden, just kind of tilling and planting and watering and weeding and caring for whatever is growing, whatever they've planted, Okay, could be literally a garden. Maybe the two of you are building just the most amazing garden ever, you know. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. Okay, we're going to do our mystery card now. And with this mystery card, you know, looking around here, we don't see a lot of water energy. You know, we see you with this, you know, being this kind of water energy a little bit. There's this striving for authenticity, this striving for really knowing the other person and feeling authentically, genuinely connected. So if we're looking at water here, I'm seeing a wheel. I'm seeing a 6 of cups. I'm seeing a 6 of cups, not a 3 of cups. We have a 3 of wands, right? And what we kind of wanted was this to also be matched from the other person, right? We wanted this, but coming from them, right? The harmony, the union, the matching kind of, right? Everything fitting together. So they need to have these 3 as well. So if we have their 3, your 3, that's 6, right? But I think that 6 is going to have this joy, this love, this pleasure, this satisfaction, this thankfulness, this gratitude with it. So that's why I'm thinking 6 of cups here. Okay. Yes, there we have the 6 of cups. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited for this situation for you. I'm feeling more and more like it's a like it's a love thing, you know, like it is romantic. It is a, you know, maybe a spouse, potential spouse, something like that. I would really love to know. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, how you feel about this. This is a real harmony, a real balance, a real ease, a real love and joy. This is a real happiness with things. You know, it's a calm, gentle happiness. It's just like the two of you, I think it just feels like you're so in love and life is just so, it's easy, but not easy as in lazy, but easy as in there's a flow to it. There's a harmony to it, you know. This is really beautiful. I really love this. Virgo, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go. We're almost at a half an hour here. We're going to do an extended. If you do want to stick around and watch that, you can click on the link that's right up here, and you can have access to all of the extended readings. I apologize that the overhead camera went out on us at the end there, but I think that's okay. We made it through, right? This was your weekly reading, April 16th through 22nd on Dove and Serpent Tarot.